USBs are the worst things ever invented. I had to tighten the clips up on the socket. Don't expect me to be going very quickly at the moment because I just don't feel like doing this really. I need to do something. Trying to get this on the camera. Not having much luck. Oh God, I hope this doesn't go off again. Oh, lummy neck. I actually need to eat some food in a bit because I haven't eaten yet. I decided to super glue these together because the tolerances are very close and very tight, and if I put double-sided tape then I might not get it all in. I might end up having to file everything out, which I don't want to be doing. And I don't want the magnets sticking to the flipping laminations, which they seem to want to do. But I've got that one free. I will super glue them in situ, then I realised no, I'll do them outside because otherwise I won't get them out again, probably. Super glue creeps along the laminations and it goes into places that you do not want. Let me get my close pegs handy. Tweezers there.
The flipping chat's not working now. I don't believe this. So if you're trying to chat to me, I can't get into the chat right now.
I am currently just setting two laminations dead opposite each other because I need to check the distances on my bobbins. I haven't wound the coils on the bobbins yet, and there's a reason for that. Okay, I could have I could have wound the coils weeks ago, yes, but I didn't want to have coils on there if I have to start filing these once I got the laminations, because I have to make sure that they're going to fit properly, because I don't want to damage my coils. So I've got to check these holes are right. They might actually, I think that one wants filing out a bit. That one's a bit tight. Some of them are a little bit tight. Sorry about that horrible squeak. That's because the resin has got really hard now, and it's several weeks of hardening. Oh damn it, I've just broke the outside thing off. Doesn't matter. It's just the outside bit, but that fits snug. That's just two of the laminations in. Sorry, this camera's a bit high. High up. I could do to move it down a bit, but if I do that now, it's going to cut the blooming stream off or something. Best leave it alone. I'm happy with that actually. That's not bad. I mean, my measurements and alignment are pretty good. I've chipped the actual on one side. I've chipped the outside off, but I'm not worried about that, because I was thinking about having these open-ended anyway. You know, on the edges. Some of them are. All that matters is that these things sit nicely together, and the coils will be between the outside laminations, which is that one, and the inside laminations, which actually go through the centre of the bobbin around the edges. So I'm going to have a nice transformer enclosure basically with the laminations. And I'm not going to hurry this because I don't want to sort of screw it all up. I don't want to be breaking my bobbins in such a way that I've got to make another one. That one's not quite sitting right. I think it's super glue spot somewhere. Let's try and get this free. If you're wondering what this little one magnet's on one side, that's to keep this cork turned off until it's actually actuated, and then it becomes on. So there's actually three on the one side of the lamination, and there's one on the other side, and it keeps it in a neutral-ish state. But when the rotor magnets are near it, it will be completely off. Just to show you what I mean, let's see. Got my magnets. Let's just try this, see if it should be off now. Oh, is it fully on? No, it's off now, I think. Yeah. Just pop this on here. It's slightly on, actually. Let me just bring it a bit nearer. Oh, maybe I'm too near. That's what it is. No, it should be on fully now. Yeah, it's on pretty strong there. Get my gauge on here. Flipping scissors, go away. Right. Tweezers I meant. Right, it's not very strong on one end there, but I am biasing it very heavily right now. That one's right on. Oh, actually, that's on the other side. Actually, I want to be biasing this side. That's why. There we go. Flipping laminations are sticking to me now. Right. Oh, that one's probably the little pearl stimulate. Oh, that one's off now. I can't get a good measurement when I'm close to all these other magnets because it interferes with the gauge, so I'm trying to do it on this end. Let's see. Nail clippers. Let's see, it's lifting those nail clippers without any problem. They're pretty heavy actually. Stay put. Right, let's turn the... Oh, it's sliding off. Hang on a minute. Right, turn the polarization off. Oops. There we go, it's released it now. So that's off. Let's try the other side. I'll turn it all around. Let's see, I'm not sure if this one's on or off now. That one's on. Let's turn that one off. There we go, it's working. It works! Right, it's all about efficiency now. We won't know about that until we actually get the thing finished and built. I'm going to eat something because I'm hungry. I'm eating a Scotch egg. I'm going to put some ketchup on it. Tomato ketchup. I eat banana ketchup in the Philippines. I couldn't believe it. When I went to the Philippines in 1992, and somebody said to me, would you like some banana ketchup? I looked at them and I smiled and I said, you're kidding, right? So no, we use banana ketchup. Oh my God. oh God, I can't eat that. I need tomato. A Scotch egg. You can't beat a bit of ketchup on it. Oh, and I missed something. A bit of salt as well. My salt has gone clumpy. It must have been the humidity. That's better. Bit of pink salt. I'm doing the outside laminations first because the inside ones are a little bit more fiddly. See if I can get that to hold that up. Because the inside ones are interlaced, overlapping. So I want to get these outside ones right, and then they'll pop straight out. You see, I can just pull them out like this, pop them in when I'm ready. These ones on the outside are easy to pop out, whereas the ones on the middle will go all the way through and through the bobbin, because they actually go all the way through to the other side as well, because they actually these are only short ones because they actually only run so far through the bobbin, but the inside ones run all the way the full length of the assembly. So I decided to do the outside ones first, because I can pop them out when I'm ready and then put the other inside ones once I've got the bobbins wound with coils. And so it's I'm taking it a step at a time, because I have to make sure that everything's going to fit together properly. There's always the occasional obstacle, you know, such as something's too tight and you've got to file it and trim it. And I'm also concerned about this stupid super glue thing, because I'm going to have to use this very fine thing so I don't get too much glue out, and this thing has a habit of clogging up because it's so tiny. And well, anyway, I've been through a few of these. I've had to keep trimming the ends off, because this is a new one actually, but once they clog up on the end, it just gets impossible, because you poke them out with a piece of wire. The contaminants of the wire makes the super glue stick even more, and it's a cascade effect, and then you just can't seem to get the damn thing unclogged once it starts to clog, and it's really annoying. And as I say, I was going to use double-sided tape, but because of the tight tolerances, it's mainly through these bobbins, these slots. I worked it out, because they're already quite tight going in there, these holes. If I was to put double-sided tape on there, I would need about another half a millimetre filing out. That was actually tight there. That was really tight. I need to file that one. Sorry about the table moving. Oh god, I'm going to knock that wire again if I'm not careful. Try to remove the chair. That should be better. The chair's holding the table and stopping it wobble a bit. That one's tight. I think. Yeah. Oops. It's the atmosphere is extremely, I don't know what the word is, but it's affecting this file anyway. Whatever, it's making it squeak more than normal. tried oiling it, didn't make any difference. I'm going to mute the sound anyway for a bit. Oh, right, I think that's one bobbin that's sorted out. It's just a bit dusty now. Can't seem to get rid of this dust. But there's another bobbin to do a little bit later. Actually, I need to put the other bobbin with the other one. Otherwise, I'm going to overdo myself. I just want to take it one step at a time. I'm just having a good stretch actually, I'm just so tired. We've had a bit of a heat wave over here and it kind of wears you out. Dehydration or something, I don't know. But anyway. The next step was to do a threesome and see if the threesome will fit without any complications, because every single set of 3 laminations that I put in here is going to increase the tolerance tightness effect, you know. I mean, I might end up with, I might have to file some more, if you know what I mean. So I'm just adding them as I go along. Hopefully I don't have any problems. I've got an email, I'll have a look. Nothing to write home about, just YouTube. But I'm already at home, so I'm just thankful I don't have to cut these laminations manually. Oh god, what a nightmare it would have been. Getting them all laser cut the job's so precise and makes it much easier to put things together. Because if I'd cut them manually, every one would be slightly different size, and then you've got all the problems of putting them all in the right holes. Right, some more magnets. No, the trouble with these Chinese magnets is some of these magnets are actually bigger than others. I'm pretty sure that's going to give me some headaches. I am sure of that. Because different size magnets will create different spatial alignment of my laminations, and that's going to really make things messy. But I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that I'm not going to have too many problems. What's the next polarization? Well, the next one wants to be south on the outside then, I think. I don't know. Hang on, I got that one wrong. Yeah, that one wants to be flipped. No, I was getting weird. When I was testing it, I thought that's weird. I was getting weird switching. Right, so that one's set right now. Do a test on that one. So it's easy when you take them out. Right, so actually is this one going to be, actually this is going to be a south, so let's see, oops, is it a south? I'm using a sticky one here. Let's see. Hang on. Oops. Now what have I done? Oh, I've stopped my blooming. Blooming heck. Stop my preview. I caught the mouse. Flipping thing. Right, that's on right now. Yeah, it's the north one. Oh no, I've got two playing now. What the heck? What have I done? He's doing my edit. Oh, I see what I did. Right, there we go. So what happens when you click the mouse button by accident? I've got two preview windows open. 3 preview windows open. Oh no! Stupid thing. Stop it. Right, okay, that's it. I went and caught the left mouse button with my hand and went and opened 3 windows. Stupid me. Right, that's currently off. Let's put it back on properly. Right, it's on. Let's turn Oops. Right, that should be on. Yep. And let's see, the next one wants to be it. I'm just going to make sure these are not the bigger ones because they might not fit properly. Oh, I think they'll fit. I think. Yeah. Got to super glue these together now as well. Get them on the magnet first. It'll hold them straight. Yeah, the magnets do a real good job of holding them perfectly flat. Excellent job. Yeah. Right. I don't want to get super glue on everything else, so. Right now it's. I need to have a little gap before I actually. Oops. Close peg. That's good. I found out that super glue doesn't stick steel very well because of the expansion and contraction and whatever. So it's always easy to get them apart with a razor blade or a knife. Oop. I went and put a lot of glue in there. Too much glue. At least it run off the end. Let's see. should be stuck now. Get my knife and trim any spills off there. Yes, super glue is probably the best way of securing the lamination so that they don't start vibrating. And double-sided tape is very gooey and messy, and you get it all over your hands and everything. I'm lucky because I can get 2 bottles of these. No, actually, what is it? Yeah, you get 2 bottles for £1, which is like $1.50 or something like that. So it's more economical. I need to clear this tube out. Right, let's put this one in now, which should be yeah. There's a little bit of tolerance, you can move them around slightly, which is handy. Mind you, I suppose it's because of the smaller Chinese magnets probably, but yeah, so there is a slight advantage to having smaller magnets. Right, let's see if this fits in here now. Fingers crossed. Yay! We've got 3! And they went in without a problem. Let's rotate the whole thing now. Yeah, it's going to work. This so far so good. Getting 2 in is one matter, but when you start to add them, you might get one that's slightly off center and distort the whole thing, and so you can't get them in. You know, and that's what I'm worried about. But we're winning so far. We are definitely winning. I'm going to put this clothes peg on here so it doesn't roll about. I'm tired. I had to force myself to do this tonight because I just didn't feel like it. And I thought, well, if I can force myself to get this started, tomorrow when I wake up, when I've had some sleep tomorrow, I'm going to see I've made progress, and that will give me more inspiration to keep going. And that's kind of how it works. It's just getting started. It's always the hard part. I actually left a little overhang on these. I actually added an extra 5mm deliberately because when this assembles together, I'll have something to anchor in on the central one like this. It'll give me some support. Obviously, I was thinking about putting a steel washer on here to return the field, but actually I might not need to do that because that might just pull the field down. I want to capture as much of that field in the coil as I can, so I don't think I actually need to have a steel washer on the end. because there'll be different poles. Obviously, the inside pole will be different pole to the outside pole. So it is an open-ended transformer. Basically. It's too warm. I have to stop for a bit because I'm just boiling. I can't believe it, how much of a sweat you can work up when you're just doing something like this. When it's really warm, you just don't seem to get rid of heat. And that Scotch egg hasn't filled me up very much, and I might go and make a sandwich or something. I'm going to turn the sound off for a bit. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm going to stop the stream for a bit because I've been at it 1 hour 20 minutes. I want to save this stream as one video. Save having a lot of dead stuff in it, and I'm going to restart in a short while, and hopefully I can get the chat to work because the live stream chat's not working right now. So if I can get the chat to work, then we can chat in there as well. So I'm going to stop it for 5 minutes. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee and maybe a sandwich or something, and then I'll come back. Okay.